Guy gets a raise, big raise, best raise of his life. Boss calls him in, shakes his hand. Guy feels good. Guy goes home. Guy tells his wife. Wife is happy. They go out for dinner to celebrate. Next month, Guy checks his account. Same as before. Guy confused. Guy did the math. Guy is definitely earning more. But somehow Guy has exactly the same amount left at the end of the month as before the raise. This is not bad luck. This is not a coincidence. This has a name, lifestyle inflation, and it has been following Guy his entire adult life without Guy ever noticing it was there. Here is how it works. Guy earns $1,000. Guy spends $950. Guy saves $50. Life is tight but manageable. Guy gets raise. Now Guy earns $1,300. Guy thinks, I earn more now. I deserve better things. Guy upgrades apartment. Guy buys better car. Guy eats at nicer restaurants. Guy buys new phone because Guy can afford it. Guy now spends $1,250. Guy saves $50. Same $50. Different number at the top. Guy worked harder. Guy got rewarded. Guy has absolutely nothing extra to show for it. This is lifestyle inflation. Every time income goes up, expenses follow it up. Not because Guy is stupid, because Guy was never taught that this would happen, and because everything around Guy is quietly telling him that earning more means spending more. But here is where it gets worse. Guy is not just spending more. Guy is spending more on things that go down in value. New car, worth less the moment Guy drives it out of the lot. Loses roughly 20% of its value in the first year alone. New phone. Next year there's a newer phone. This one is now old. Nicer apartment. Guy does not own it. Guy is paying more every month for a place that belongs to someone else. Guy's savings are still $50, but now Guy has a car that is losing value, a phone that will be obsolete, and a lease that goes up every year. Guy is not building anything. Guy is running faster just to stay in the same place. Now look at what Rich Guy is doing with the same raise. Rich Guy also gets raise. Rich Guy also earns $1,300 now. Rich Guy does not upgrade apartment. Rich Guy does not buy new car. Rich Guy takes that extra $300 and puts it somewhere. Index fund. Returns historically around 7 to 10% per year on average. After 10 years, that extra $300 per month has become approximately $50,000. After 20 years, approximately $160,000. After 30 years, approximately $370,000. Rich Guy did not work harder than normal Guy. Rich Guy did not get a bigger raise. Rich Guy just did not let his expenses follow his income upward. That is the entire difference. That is the whole secret. Not complicated, not genius, just one decision made differently every single month for 30 years. But why does normal Guy never do this? Because nobody taught him. Normal Guy went to school. Normal Guy learned history, geography, mathematics. Normal Guy learned how to calculate the area of a triangle. Normal Guy has never once in his life needed to calculate the area of a triangle. Normal Guy was not taught what compound interest is. Normal Guy was not taught what lifestyle inflation is. Normal Guy was not taught that every rupee he spends on something that loses value is a rupee that will never work for him again. Normal Guy figured out how to earn money. Normal Guy was never taught how to keep it. So when Normal Guy gets a raise, Normal Guy does the natural human thing. He celebrates, he rewards himself, he upgrades his life to match his new income, because that is what everyone around him does. Because nobody ever sat him down and said, wait, before you spend that extra money, let it work for you first. So what is Guy supposed to do? Step 1. Every time income goes up, do not let expenses follow automatically. Make a conscious decision. Write it down. Step 2. Take at least 50% of every raise and redirect it before it touches the main account. Different account. Automatic transfer. Gone before Guy can see it and want to spend it. Step 3. Audit current expenses. Not to feel bad, just to see what is actually going up and why. Subscriptions Guy forgot about. Upgrades that happened automatically. Habits that formed quietly. Step 4. Ask one question before every non-essential purchase. Does this go up in value or down? If it goes down, it is a cost. If it goes up, it might be an investment. Knowing the difference matters. This is not financial advice. Please do not sue Guy. Guy is not licensed. Guy is just explaining what happened to him. The raise was real. The money was real. Guy worked hard for it and he deserved it. But nobody told Guy that earning more and keeping more are two completely different skills, and that most people only ever learn the first one. Now Guy knows. What Guy does next is up to Guy. Subscribe for more, and check the links if Guy wants to actually do something about it.